Flosstube. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It is Thursday, October 25th at approximately 10:15 p.m. And I'm coming to you with a little bit of an update, more of a kind of a estate sale haul that I have to show you some of. Last Friday, I had the day off pending our trip to West Virginia for our great-nephew's christening, baptism, sorry. We were going to the West Virginia to visit with my sister-in-law and to so my husband could be godfather for our great-nephew's baptism. Anyway, Friday morning I happened upon an estate sale that was going on. The pictures that I get this email from this estate sale group called Sale by Holly. It's kind of a small group of people that do basically estate sales here in Columbus, and they post pictures. They send out emails every week and post pictures of what's for sale in the locations that they go to. And the one group of pictures that I received for this one estate sale, sort of near my house, the lady had a bunch of yarn like in bins and stuff, and she had some fabric and stuff, so I knew she was kind of a crafter based on some of the pictures that were included in the estate sale email. So Friday, after I dropped my husband off at work, I went over to the estate sale and I went into the basement where all the bins of yarn and everything were, and I kind of came across a mother lode. I got over there probably about 9:15, which is, about 15 minutes after the estate sale started. And I actually managed to pick up quite a bit of cross-stitching stuff. She was also an avid quilter and a cross-stitcher and a crocheter or knitter. And she had all kinds of craft stuff, you guys. I'm gonna be switching over to my webcam, which is right here, so I can move the webcam around. I'm sorry if it makes you sick, but anyway, I'm coming to you kind of from my craft room, my craft junk room, and I'll also kind of show you just everything I've got going on in here. It's a little messy and it's very cluttered and there's stuff everywhere. Especially now with the estate sale, there's kind of stuff, just kind of piled onto things, but you can kind of get an idea of where I store my stuff away from my cats. We got bins of yarn and just miscellaneous craft stuff everywhere. So I was using this as my computer room before I had a laptop. I have no TV in here, so there's no way for me to actually sit in here and watch TV. Otherwise I'd probably be sitting in here stitching and it would be a lot cleaner in here. But anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and switch camera angles, and hopefully we can kind of get this party started. This is my estate sale haul video. I'm not going to show you all the patterns I got. I spent about $80. The lady had many projects started, so I have quite a few of her whips, and I actually managed to find pretty much all the patterns for everything that she had, more or less, that I picked up. So, and there was quite a few surprises in the box of stuff. I spent about $80 for everything I bought. I had basically one huge, 6-gallon paper box size box, a cardboard box full of patterns. And another smaller box that I didn't find until I was loading up the car, and one of the guys working the estate sale says, "Did you see the boxes of stuff kind of near the laundry, the washer and dryer in the laundry room?" And I said no. So I'd already paid for the stuff, and I loaded up my car, went and parked the car a little bit down the street, went back in, and found another box of cross-stitch patterns. I wasn't going to buy it, but he offered me $5 for the box, and I was shocked when I got the box to the car and kind of dug through it after I paid the extra $10 of stuff that I bought, that I saw my second run through the house. And let's just say that $5 was probably the best $5 I think I spent in the entire thing, because of Told in a Garden, P. Buckley Moss, and Paula Vaughn. I'll just kind of leave it there until I get to the patterns. But needless to say, there's going to be some duplicates of stuff I already have. And I'm planning on taking some of the duplicates and turning some of them into giveaways, because I have the patterns already. And actually, the lady even had duplicates of some of the patterns in her stash. So, you know, I'm obviously going to keep one pattern or one copy of the pattern, but I don't need two. So any of the duplicates that she had in her stash are probably also going to be turned into giveaways of some of the better ones. There's a whole big box of patterns that I don't really want. There's a little mix in there of, you know, there's bookmarks and acrylic, the mug inserts for, you know, plastic coffee mugs. Some plastic canvas stuff. There's probably some crochet stuff, some stenciling stuff. There's just a mix of other stuff. And she actually had quite a few file folders full of photocopies that she had made working copies of a lot of stuff. I actually went through the photocopies because in there she actually had some patterns, actual patterns that were just on paper that she had bought from various different places, including my local needle workshop, Cross My Heart, where they actually sold just a piece of paper with the pattern on it. So I did keep a hold of those because I'm not sure if I can give those away or not. I'm not really 100% sure how the whole paper copy thing works, but her working copies, what I would call working copies, I kind of went through them. The ones I didn't really want to keep, I recycled. So all this stuff that's left is stuff basically I paid $80 for. And frankly, I got everything for less than a penny a piece. And it's probably more like hundreds of a penny a piece for everything I got. So yeah, for the $80, it's pretty spectacular. So without further ado, I will go ahead and something really quick. I will go ahead and start you off with some things. Actually, before I get started, you know, I said she was an avid quilter, and she had all kinds of stuff for quilting. Some of the things that she had in her stash, this rotary cutting mat. You can see it's a pretty big rotary cutting mat. I got it for $2. That's what this says. It says $2. I got it for $2. So I have a bigger rotary cutting mat. It's going to sit on my desk in here because, you know, I do a lot of cutting and whatnot here. But being that she was an avid quilter, you know those rulers, those thick rulers? Well, you can see them are the Omni Grid rulers. Look at this, you guys. I have this size now. I have this next bigger size. This is a 4.5. This is a 4.5 by 4.5. This one is a 3.5 by 3.5. This one is an angled one, a handy square by Marty Mitchell. Easy Quilting, West Warren, Massachusetts. So I have this. This one is a 6 by 6. Yeah, this is a 6 by 6. It has angles and little grid marks on it. I got this one. This is a 9.5 by 9.5. And then I got this super big one. This one is a 12.5 by 12.5. So I have all these OmniGrid things. You know, some of these are really expensive, you guys. Pennies these days sale. The other thing I got 2 of these. One is still in the shrink wrap. This is an OmniGrid triangular. You guys can't see it because of the glare. This is a triangular little template. Yeah, it's just a triangular little template. So I have 2 of these. Those will come in handy. I got some Helix right angle protractor things that were in this little thing. I got a add a quarter little ruler thing. This little ruler thing has a ledge on it, so you can add. It has kind of a ledge that you can add a 1/4 inch of something to for Um, has a 1/4 inch lip. Use rotary cutter with template. Cut multiple layers. Prevent template shaving, and cut any straight angle or in foundation piecing. So I have this little ruler. I'm not a quilter, you guys, but some of this stuff will actually come in really handy for some of the other things that I do. So yeah, that's that. And so without further ado, I think I will move you. One of the other things that was kind of cool, she had a bunch of these little teeny pouches in various sizes. There was a bin of just the pouches. I think that was going for like $5 for the entire bin, and there was something like 10 or 15, maybe 20 or 30 of them in there, just piled in there. I should have bought the pouch because there was some this size and some bigger. But in here, this was in a plastic sewing box that I picked up for $10. But she's got all kinds of needles in here. Like I've got size 26 tapestry needles, size 26 gold needles, miscellaneous needles in a thing. There was all kinds of needles. A little teeny baggie full of, you can see those needles there. More miscellaneous needles, more miscellaneous needles, more miscellaneous needles. And then you open up this little magnetic needle safe. I have a brown needle safe. This is really kind of cool. And all these needles, these are all tapestry needles. She had them kind of split off into 2 different things. She got this needle safe, I'm guessing, from the World in Stitches in New Hampshire. I think that's where she came from because quite a few of the magazines that I saw with her address on it were addressed to her in New Hampshire. So I'm assuming her name was Diane. So yeah, I have a new needle safe. This is actually kind of cool, and it was in this little brown thing. So I actually have like a needle bag now. Oh, and this little tub. This is full of needles. So this is a stash of needles. All right. So put these back in here and put these off to the side because I think I'm going to need some desk space. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to actually change the camera angle and kind of just show you the pile of stuff that I got. So, bear with me. Thanks. I'll be back in just a minute. So, hi Flosstube, it's me again, and this is a different camera angle. My laptop is over here, so you can see. There's my laptop. You're looking at it there. And there's the rest of my house. So you can see my bins. I have bins of yarn. The pink bin with the 2 aqua ones on top of it, that's my cross stitch stuff. Lots of cross stitch stuff. I have lots of candles, lots of candles, lots of candles. I used to have a candle business. Well, I still do have a candle business, but I'm not actively pursuing it. This is some artwork we got at the Columbus Art Festival. One of the artists we really like was there for a couple of years, and I picked those up as kind of inspirational pieces. This is my desk. I just have monitors in here. I don't have a desktop. This is my desk. That's my printer. Just my desk. There's more stuff over there. Those orange crates. The top orange crate has cross-stitch magazines. As you can see, there's lots of stuff piled up, miscellaneous craft things there, and these plastic tubs. Sorry about that, you guys. These plastic tubs have some of my paper crafts in them, like my quilling and just some arts and crafts stuff that I put together to go to an arts and crafts fair that I went to a couple years ago. And then just containers, my closet to this room, and then, of course, out again. Alright, so I showed you my OmniGrid quilting supplies and rotary cutter thing here. Alright, so down here on the floor next to me, I'm going to spin this around. Sorry if I make you sick, you guys, but hi. So looking down here, so we start off with these bags right here. So this bag, if you see in here, this bag, there are several whips in there. We will dig through that, and I will show you what's in there. There are several of the ladies' whips in here. This is another bag that has several whips, and I have a special one to show you in here too. But this bag has like several whips in it. This stack of stuff here was stuff I got in the estate sale. We have the Cabbage Patch. That was in one of the things. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. But we also have this bag, this red gift bag of fabric. Underneath the red gift bag, you can see the plastic sewing box. This box right here that I'm touching with my foot, this box right here was the $5 box I went back for. And then some of the stuff sitting on top of it is stuff that I'm going to keep that was in the other box. And just more stuff, you can see that. And then this plastic file cabinet right here, this plastic file thing has all the crochet patterns in it that the lady, that, you know, was in the lady's thing. This Needle Treasures stocking kit was also in that thing. And then this box here was the first box of cross stitch patterns that I found. All of these were in the pretty much in the estate sale. I've added like maybe 5 or 10 things out of my stash that I want to get rid of, but this is, I don't know if I'm going to put this up on Stash Unloading. I do know there's a huge stack of Precious Moments cross stitch books in here. I'm not a Precious Moments fan, so excuse me. So you can see there's Precious Moments. Basically, this whole entire section here is all Precious Moments. There's probably 15 or 20 Precious Moments books in there. I don't know if I'm going to put this stuff up on Stash Unload for $1 or $2 a piece. I'm not looking to get much out of it. I may actually take it to Camp Gotta Stitch in 2 weeks. I'll put it on the rack table. I don't know if I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I may just go through and throw some of it up there and see what sticks. Throw some of it up in the Stash and Load group. But that's pretty much about it, you guys. Most of this other stuff that's back here, like anything in the bins and stuff, is not up for grabs. The thing under the Sanrio box, those are my patterns, and the purple shoebox tubs are my floss. This white box with the 2 up arrows in it, that just has stuff that's getting recycled. Those are old candle catalogs. Yeah. Oh, and then here's some of the quilting stuff that I also purchased. This box of stuff here, this box of stuff here is $4 for everything in here. So I have a plastic file, like a little plastic file box that had patterns in it, but like this is Fingles for quilting. We have quilting templates for designs. I have that design. I have stars. I have little flowers. You know, this quilter's template. A lot of this stuff I'm not going to use because I don't quilt. I don't really have a use for this stuff. You know, like more quilting templates, the simple template use system. You know, here's another like hexagonal template. Here's another template. Just more templates, you guys. Yeah, this whole box was $4. It looks like another Omnigrid type thing down in here. I didn't actually go through this 100% fully. Technique ruler. We have a technique ruler with instructions. I might actually end up keeping this because this looks like another one of those hard side rulers. Just some miscellaneous stuff, you guys. Oh, look. Quilter's Piece Preview, including seam allowance. Yeah. So, quilting stuff. Alright. So, I am going to go set this up, and I'm going to pull out a couple of these bags down here, and I will show you some of the whips. So, bear with me just a minute. I hope I didn't make you too seasick, too upset to your stomach, but I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and then... Alright, so, before I go too much farther, I am going to actually show you some of the pieces that are going to be going up, as a couple of giveaways in my, Flosstube video. I was telling you that the lady had a stash of Told in the Garden patterns, and these are the duplicates of the patterns that she had in her own in her own stash, and one of them is a pattern that I'm actually in the process of stitching, so I have my own copy of it. So I'm probably actually going to be giving that away too. So here are some of the patterns from Toll in the Garden, as I told you. She had quite a collection of Toll in the Garden patterns. Being an avid quilter that she appeared to have been collecting the Amish quilting patterns from Paula Vaughn and Toll in the Garden, and some of the other Amish style, Quaker style patterns from P. Buckley Moss. But these were the extra ones that she had in her stash. The first one that she had a duplicate of was the cording. Now I'm not gonna I just noticed there's some writing on the back of this. It says something like country strawberry, barn raising, and home of a quilter. I think she was just writing down different things, but this is called the cording. You have the, it's in the package, has never been opened. So this is going to be going up as a giveaway later on. The next one that she had a duplicate of was the Toll in the Garden. This one is called My Quilt. Toll in the Garden, My Quilt. That's going to go up as a giveaway pretty soon. Toll in the Garden. This is Strawberries Forever. Toll in the Garden, Strawberries Forever. And this is the one that I'm actually currently stitching. Because I already have this pattern, I didn't need a second copy. This is Santa of the Lavender and Lace, Santa of the Forest. I am actually currently stitching that. I'm sorry it's going in and out of focus. But these are the ones that are actually going up sometime soon, probably, as a giveaway. Because I paid less than a penny for them, I'm going to go ahead and just give them away on my Flosstube here pretty soon. There was a couple other things. This is... I don't know if this is the one that she was stitching, but there was multiple copies of this in her file, so I'm actually giving up this as well. I will be giving this away. And then she had multiple copies of the Told in a Garden gifts. Like this one, there was multiple copies of it. These were the free gift patterns that Told in a Garden released over the years for Christmas. Since these were free, I think I'm just actually going to take these to the retreat with me and just put them on the rack table. Like she had, actually I may just give a couple of these away, since she had multiple of the Peace Angel, like multiples of this one. You can still get these patterns on the Told in the Garden website. You can download them as PDFs. But these were the actual cards that were sent out to needlework shops to give away or to sell. Some of these were marked at 50 cents at one point in time. But yeah, so there's like 3 copies of that. So, so I have the Stitch Upon a Star. This is Stitch Upon a Star. And then this is the Christmas Angel 92. Stitch Upon a Star was from 1989. This was from before I was even stitching. The Peace Angel, this Peace Angel, is from 1990. Yeah, I didn't start stitching until 1989. See, this one was marked at 50 cents. There was another copy in there. I'm actually going to give that away on my website. This was, this is called Little Berries. It's a little berry pattern. So I'm going to give that away. And then she had 2 copies of this Little Merry Christmas thing. I'm going to give this away at some point. Just little Christmas patterns with compliments of. It's a Gloria and Pat book. But it's got some pretty neat little Christmassy kind of things. The 3 Wise Men is really cute over here. The 3 Wise Men's really cute. We have a little snowman Christmas tree shaped sampler. Yeah, so that's really cute. Just some more of the things, little teeny ornaments, some more of the things in there. But it's designs by Gloria and Pat. That's going to be given away. And then Merry Christmas to You, another book. This is from 1985. The other one was from 1988. So I can't really show you a lot of this. Oh, well, there's one. It says A Grandmother is Someone Special. A lot of these little itty bitty things have like, you know, the little teeny ornaments in this one have the patterns on the same page, so I can't really show you the patterns or the pictures of these because the patterns are right there. But anyway, so this is going to be given away, and then these are just going to go on my my thing. So bear with me just a minute. I'm going to have to dig out the P. Buckley Moss stuff to show you. Bear with me. So really quick, before I get to the P. Buckley Moss, they had she had several of these pencil boxes. This one was marked at $4. I really quickly picked it up, took a look inside, and closed it up and put it on my pile of things for $4. Because when I opened it up, you guys, this is pearl cotton. Most of it's number 3 pearl cotton. Some of it's number 5 pearl cotton. Pearl cotton. I got all of this for $4. So I have basically brand new, look at this, you guys, brand new skeins. Brand spanking new skeins of pearl cotton. Okay. And 2 mostly brand new, well, that one's brand new. And 2 mostly brand new skeins of DMC pearl cotton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 skeins, 11 brand new skeins of pearl cotton, like a cream color, a couple of greens, some purples, some creams, some blues. Yeah, I got these for $4. Plus, she had she'd used some and put some on bobbins, so I actually have this big ring in these bobbins of pearl cotton. She kept the labels for the pearl cotton, so I know what color they are. And there were also some more needles down in here. So I actually have a pack of 6 tapestry needles, Dritz tapestry needles, and these boy needles as well. There's a couple of loose needles and stuff in here. But yeah, so I have some pearl cotton stash. I was unlucky and didn't get to the boxes that had the DMC floss before other people claimed them. She had quite a collection of boxes that had a bunch of stuff thrown in it that had DMC floss in it. And I'm kind of glad, or kind of upset a little bit that I didn't get to those. But yeah, I would have liked to have gotten some of those. But yeah, so I have a pencil box and then a bunch of new skeins of DMC pearl cotton. That was the biggest stash or floss acquisition that I got this weekend. So in this bag, this was marked at $2 for the bag. There was several other patterns and stuff in here that I picked up because of the patterns that were in here. But there's some other neat things that were in here, like this Dritz beeswax, and I have 3 now cases to hold the beeswax. So I can use beeswax now to condition my floss, and including a thing of beeswax. Now I'm not sure if this beeswax that's in this one container is any good or not, but yeah, I have beeswax containers for my thread. There was a couple of things in here that I hadn't seen before. This one, I believe, I don't remember what's in here exactly. Okay, this one is just, she had these little rings, you know, and she punched holes in them and put her floss on them. So she was using these as floss organizers. I can show you guys some of that later. Yeah, you can see she'd punch holes in them and write the numbers on them. So she was using these as her floss organizers for her projects. So I have a container of those. Now this is something that I haven't seen before, but I might actually see if anybody knows how to use. This is an embroidery thread separator. And you can see that there's a slit in the butterfly right here. There's a slit in the butterfly right here, and you you're supposed to be able to pull your thread through it. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm going to keep a hold of this for a while and see if I can make any use out of it. It was $1.29 originally. Doesn't look like it's been out of the package. But I have an embroidery thread separator. And then these were 3 kits that I actually, that were in this stash that I had never seen before. This is Linen Scents Lavender, a counted cross-stitch kit. And it hasn't been opened, but the little label that was on it has been kind of old and doesn't stick anymore. But so I figured I would kind of open this up and give this a check, because I've never seen these types of things before. It looks like you crochet the sachet and then put the scent underneath it. And I'm not even sure. Oh, these are kind of cool. Look at this. Oh, and it does have the scent in it. Now, I'm not sure how scented this is supposed to be, but these little kits, I mean, look at this fabric, you guys. It's like decorator fabric. I don't even know what kind of fabric this is. But you would sew the little sachet, and there's the floss. You can tell that it's been around a while. The needle that's in the fabric for the kit, the needle is rusted. You can see it's left the rust marks on the fabric. The needle's rusted. I'm actually going to pull that out and throw that away. But you can see where the needle was. The needle has been rusted. But yeah, I'm going to throw the needle out, actually. But it's a little lavender sachet kit. A little lavender sachet kit. Comes with the lavender. I'm not even sure if the lavender's any good. I don't know how old this kit really is. Let me see if I can find out. 1986, Cross My Heart Incorporated. Not to be confused with Cross My Heart, the needlework store. But yeah, we have a lavender sachet. I'm not going to open the other 2. Maybe I should, just to get the needles out of it. But so we have a little lavender pouch. I might actually keep that because the little fabric is kind of cool. Maybe I'll need to see if I can get the rust out of the fabric from the needles. But yeah, I have lavender. This one is Country Linen Scents Country Sampler. It doesn't say. This is copyright 1987. It doesn't say what scent is in here. I'll go ahead and open it. Yeah, I'm not gonna give these away unless somebody specifically expresses an interest in it. I'm just opening them up to get the potential rusted needles out of the fabric. Okay, this one's needle. This one's needle. Looks pretty pristine. There's no rust on the thing, and yeah, this doesn't really have much of a scent. But this is the same type of fabric in here. Look at this fabric. This fabric's actually kind of cool. And you get the floss colors. It's in country colors, blues and reds and browns. Put the scent back in here. These things aren't really scented anymore, you guys. So I think the scent's gone out of them. But you could probably like make your own scents with them. So this one is country. Let me go ahead and open this one up to see what it may be. These little pouches are kind of cute though. Alright. So this one we have the fabric, and then we have the fabric is wrapped around the actual pattern. The pattern is wrapped around the spices. This has a different spice kit in it. It doesn't really smell much anymore. And this is spice. And I will check to see. This one looks like it has a silk ribbon or something in it. Yeah, this one has a brown ribbon in it. It's kind of gold. It's kind of gold, but you can see the floss. Yeah, this needle here was a little rusted. You can see the rust spots in the hole. This needle was a little rusted. I'm actually going to go throw this one out too. But But yeah, so I'm probably gonna keep a hold of these unless somebody express a extreme interest in these little sachets. Get in touch with me, and maybe I can work a pretty good deal out with you, maybe like $1 or $2 a piece to cover shipping, or postage or whatever. But yeah, I have spice, lavender, and country linen scents. These little pouches, so that was kind of cool, and that was in this $2 box. I think that was real worth it. The other thing that was in here was this beginner's counted glass bead kit from Mill Hill for every day. It has the beads and the fabric and the needle. This was originally priced at $2, so I'm keeping a hold of this beginner's counted glass bead kit from Mill Hill. That was something kind of cool. And I think the best part, besides the thread separator and the little sachets, the best part of this little bag was this little piece right here, you guys. This piece right here is a finished needle book. And the stitching on it is absolutely marvelous. It's done on Aida, and it has like some sort of cording around the outside. They use a little teeny blue ribbon to secure it. And then the initials on the back are MLS 86. So whoever made this, their initials were MLS, and they finished it in 1986. So when you open it up from the front, it has this piece of felt in the middle. And you can see that the ribbon, the blue ribbon is holding the felt in. And the felt folds over. It's just a piece of felt, folds over. There's a needle in here, so you can tell, and it doesn't. The needle feels pretty pristine, but this little felt piece holds your needles in. You guys, I am in love with this little thing. Just in love. This was probably one of the best parts of the estate sale finds that I had. This little needle book right here. This is not up for keeps, you guys. Or this is not up for giveaway. I'm keeping this. This is going in my collection. And I'm probably going to write up a little blurb about it. Maybe. Well, I should write up a little blurb about it and kind of keep it with this somehow. I'm not sure how I can store it, but I'm going to write up a little blurb and keep it. Because I don't know who made it. But this is just way adorable, you guys. This is just way adorable. So that was it. That was one of my favorite things from this. And then this bag just had, miscellaneous papers. Actually, I'm going to end up throwing these away because this is just gridded paper. It's going to go in recycling. But yeah, so essentially, I don't know where this plastic bag thing came from, but I know there's quite a few cross-stitchers that actually would use this bag as a project bag. So I have a little bit of a, moisture-proofed project bag, you guys, too. And I got all of that stuff in this, including several of the patterns for some of the whips that the lady had started for $2. $2. So I thought that was cool. So yeah, I have an actual project bag now that I can, use somehow. So I will put this kind of in with my stuff for later. All right, a couple things. The lady had some kits, so I will show this to you now. This, you'll see the pattern here. This is a this was a needle tree skirt kit. This tree skirt kit, you're supposed to stitch the motifs on these little things here. This is Aida, some sort of Aida thing. And these are sealed, so I'm not going to actually open them up. But you're supposed to stitch the patterns on these. And then, it came with big thing of Aida. Well, not so big thing of Aida. I have a thing of Aida. I think I paid like $2 for this. Maybe it was a buck. Maybe it was included in a box. I don't know. But, you know, I got a big chunk of Ada out of it. I got the instructions for making that and the floss. And it looks like some trimming. But, yeah, this was supposed to be a quilted tree skirt. And here is the kit. So, yeah, you're supposed to stitch the pieces on the 4 ovals and then mount them to the quilted tree skirt. It's liberty and lots of presents for all. Hobby and Craft Quilted Cross Stitch Kit. Alright. So, I actually didn't really take a good look at this before now to kind of really know what this was. But, so, there's 2 things with liberty and lots of presents for all. Alright, so there's 2. I think I only have 2 of the patterns in here. 2 of the 4 patterns. Are there supposed to be multiple? Okay, I get it. So you're supposed to stitch the pattern twice. There's 4 for those ovals. You're supposed to stitch the pattern twice. So there's 2 patterns. You're supposed to stitch them twice and then add it to the tree skirt. Kind of cool. I don't think I would ever stitch this. I'd probably keep the Ada, you know, the long strip of Ada out of it, because I can probably dye that and use that for something else. The quilted tree skirt is not in here. I'll probably keep that too. I'm actually probably just going to keep this whole thing because I don't know. Yeah. Just for these little things, you know, I could probably do stuff with them. But yeah, you know, there's this. I think that was a buck, maybe. Yeah, something like that. Then there was this. This is a kit that was marked at $2 in the estate sale. Needle Treasures Counter Cross Stitch Kit. It's Noel, called Silent Night. The interesting thing about this, you guys, this is unopened. It's still pristine. The Ada in the kit is painted. So this dark blue here is the sky, and you can see it's oval. So you can see the edges, and you can see the edges where the stitching in the town goes. So all this stuff behind the words Noel and the snow falling from the sky is painted on the Ada fabric. And then we have all the floss and the finishing detail for it over here. I'm going to keep a hold of that because I actually kind of do really like that. I don't know that I will necessarily stitch it on the Ada, the painted Ada. I might. I don't think so. But, yeah. Painted Ada. Noel, Silent Night. This was one of her finished pieces. It was just sort of laying there. This lady finished this. This isn't mine. I thought this was really cute though. I don't think she signed it. No, she didn't sign it. And there's a little bit of a stain. You can see over this way, this little pink area here is stained. I may just put this on the rack at the Camp Goddess Stitch. I don't know yet. But anyway, there's that. This video is going to run a little long, you guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, so this was one of her finishes that she had. It's done on pink Ada. Looks like 14 count. It's butterflies and flowers. I'm not even sure what pattern this came from. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll finish it. I can probably finish it into a little pillow. Maybe I'll just put it on the giveaway table. Maybe I'll just put it on the giveaway table. And then somebody can take it and finish it because, yeah, I probably won't do much with it. Alright. So yeah, I will show you just kind of some of the patterns. Like it's the thought that counts for friends and home. you know, just all these different things. I got a bunch of borders, a bunch of all kinds of things like that. Almalin stuff, wee winsomes, counted cross stitch. This stuff isn't, right now, isn't up for grabs. This is just stuff that I'm showing you. Just kind of generic things, baby quilts, hopscotch, Looney Tunes, and waste canvas. More than samplers, there's some different stuff in here. She had quite a few samplers. Halloween and plastic canvas, Broader Horizons, Trolls, hex signs, 12 traditional Dutch hex signs graphed for needlework. This is one of the working copies that she had, some of the working copies that she had that I'm actually holding on to. This one is a colonial sampler, complete counted cross stitch kit. Yeah, I didn't see this anywhere, but there's the pattern for it. Gretchen and Wittenberg. Stony Creek announces Gretchen and Wittenberg. Yeah, like I said, some of these are things that I'm not parting with at this point in time. Just trying to see if there's some other interesting things. Oh, Design Works, Life is Fragile, Handle with Prayer. This is really cute. I may give this away. This is a potential giveaway. It doesn't go with my decor. I like the teacups and stuff, but it doesn't really go with my decor. It's just a full kit. Hasn't been opened. Yeah, just a bunch of Christmas stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to get down to the best parts of this. Yeah, this is a lot of this stuff is mine. Some working copy stuff that she had. Can't quite show you that. Home is where the heart is. Yeah, she had quite a few, oh, the fancy that is cute. She had quite a few, yeah, so that's all mine. So this is one of the things she had. She had the Wizard of Oz, Americana sampler. Now these next three pieces, I have in mind who I'm going to be sending these to. These aren't really up for grabs. There's the Kitty Bet, which is a kitty alphabet. This is going, I'm going to see if Steph from Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching would be interested in the Kitty Bet. And then I'm probably going to hold on to, well, this one I'm probably going to send to Pam. This is a game board, and it's got quilt squares on it. And around the border, it has different games. And I'm assuming they're more Amish games, like Next Door Neighbor, Whirlwind, Pieced Star, Chain, Susanna, Windblown Square, Halves Corner, Basket of Scraps, Card Trick, Steps to the Altar, Flying Dutchman, Aunt Sookie's Choice, Columns, Road to Oklahoma, Prairie Queen, Dutchman's Puzzle, Cactus Flower. So yeah, this is probably going to Pam of Pan and Stuff. And then this was also in there, Early American Game Boards and Perforated Paper. I'm keeping a hold of this one because there's quite a few of these I'd actually really like to stitch before I gift it to somebody else. Like the Pertese boards and stuff. That's really kind of cool. So these three things here hopefully will make their way to Pam and Steph at some point. But those are not up for grabs. All that stuff I just showed you is not up for grabs. Alright, so I'm actually going to show you this first round of patterns that I came across in that $5 box of stuff that I went back for. You guys, this is the folder with P. Buckley Moss. And this top one was actually, I have to move this. She has a working copy of another pattern that isn't in this stack. I can't give the working copies away, obviously, because they're not the actual pattern. I am keeping this pattern for sure. This is P. Buckley Moss. This is called Christmas Carol. And you can see the Amish people are in the back of the buggy singing. They have, one's playing a guitar and their neckties are blowing in the wind. I'm keeping this one. In here there was Sisters, P. Buckley Moss. Graduation Girl. Happy Together. The Parade. Nurses 3. Dad's Loving Arms. Best Friends. Loving Stitches. And 1991 limited edition Christmas ornament. I'm keeping this as well. It also has the gold ornament in it, so you can actually frame it. And the backing, it looks like the backing fabric as well. 1991 Christmas ornament. Taking Turns. There's 2 of this in here. So actually, there is 2 copies of this. You know what? This is actually going in my giveaway pile. I'll be giving this one away. There's 2 copies of it. Yep. I'll be giving this one away at a later time. So yeah, it's gonna go up there. Then we have Terry Knott and Adam and Mary. I like P. Buckley Moss patterns. I don't own any of them. I've been wanting to. This is the one that really caught my eye though, the Christmas carols. I think this is spectacular, and this is probably going to be the first one out of this collection that I stitch. But yeah, I was really surprised to find this in the stuff that I bought from the estate sale. Alright. Let's see. So, get to them. Kind of on a whim. You know, I said that she was a quilter. She also quilted a lot. She liked Amish stuff. So of course she's gonna have Paula Vaughn patterns, you guys. So these were the Paula Vaughn patterns that she had in her collection. Summers Remembered. Yesterday's Dream. Quilting Lessons. Blue Ribbon Winter. Grandma's Favorite Chair. And Spring Remembered Part 2. So these are staying in my collection for a while. I may decide to give them away at a later time, but for now these Paula Vaughns are staying in my collection. Just like Alma Lynn, I love Alma Lynn, but I love Paula Vaughn too. But I'm, you know, Amish is kind of my thing a little bit. And quilts are really pretty, but you know, I'm not a quilter, and I don't have a lot of quilts, and these don't really fit my decor any. So yeah, even though they're Paula Vaughn, and people are probably, you know, get in contact with me if you're interested in any of these, and we can work something out. I'd like to keep a hold of these for a while. You know, maybe I'll get inspired and, you know, gift somebody with them. But just get in touch with me if you're interested in these. Right now, these are just staying in my stash. So those were the Paula Vaughns that I got. There's another Prairie Schooler one that was in her stash. I'm keeping a hold of this one too, just because it's Amish. This is called Amish Life. Prairie Schooler. I don't have that. I got Holidays in Cross Stitch 1988 by the Vanessa Ann Collection. This book was $1 in the estate sale. Lots of cute things in here. You know, like little witchy things. Just lots of cute little things in here, you guys. I haven't had a chance to really go through the book, but these books always usually have really cute things in them. The Three Wise Men are cute, you know, calendar dates, all kinds of stuff in here. How to finish things, yeah. So, yep. Alright, so the last bit that I have to show you guys. I didn't see this until I got the box out to my car. And I pulled this file folder. I pulled this file folder out because this was all I could see at the top, was this. That's how I saw it. That's how I saw this file folder. And I was like, what are those? Those look like charts, folded charts. So I pulled it out, and I just about squealed with joy, you guys. Squealed with joy. This was what I was waiting for, you guys. You can see, this is all told in a garden. This was all what the lady had in her stash. So these are the free patterns that were out, some of the 50-cent patterns, you know, that you can get on the website, some of the free 1990s angels. This is one of the working patterns for one of the pieces that she was working on, told in the garden catalog. Again, I'm going to go ahead and pull those out and stick those aside. Here is an old Told in the Garden catalog. And then we get to the stack of patterns. There's one pattern in here that isn't a Told in the Garden pattern. I do have a couple of Heart of the Country patterns. This one is called Quiet Evening. I am keeping this, you guys, because this was one of the ones I was going to be looking for down the road. This came from Jan's Craft Corner for $5. It's two ladies stitching in front of a fireplace called Quiet Evening. Oh my God. I paid less than a penny for this. Alright, so here we go, you guys. Are you dead on the floor? Do you see this stack right here? Do you see how thick this is? Are you dead on the floor? This lady had all of these. I don't have any of them, and there's some of them in here that I have been eyeballing for months now because I really wanted them. Are you dead on the floor? Okay. Be jealous. You have every right to be. This is going to be a little long because I'm going to go through these and show you the ones that I have now that I didn't have before. Oh, here's more of the free angels. So yeah, there was like a lot of these free angel cards in here. Keeping those. All right. We have Farmer's Market. Okay. Farmer's Market. I wanted this one for a while. Band of Angels. I think this is Band of Angels. A Band of Angels. Band of Angels. The Quilt Maker. Now, I don't know what this thing is in the middle. I don't know if it's just the two patterns on either side. I don't know if this thing in the middle is included in this. I don't care. It's in my stash, you guys. The Quilt Maker. The Cording. Are you dead yet? Okay. This one she apparently did at some point in time because it's no longer in the packaging. You guys. Simple Gifts. Are you dead on the floor yet? I have this now. This is not because I'm keeping this. These are all ones I'm keeping. Simple Gifts, you guys. under the orchard. Under the orchard. Maybe if I turn the light off here. There we go. Under the orchard. This is the one duplicate. My quilt. One of the duplicates she had was this one. I will be giving away the other copy of this one at some point. I will be giving away the other copy of this one as well. Strawberries Forever. Sorry it's not focusing, you guys. Strawberries Forever. The Auction. Voice of the Shepherd. Garden Berries. Now, I'm not too into the berries, you guys, so this might actually become a giveaway at some point. But for now, I have this in my stash. Garden Berries. Yeah, it's not focusing. I'm sorry about that. Brown Swiss Dairy. Brown Swiss Dairy. This one I think she stitched before. I'm not sure the name of it. It's Hole in the Garden. If you know the name of it, please put it down here. Please put it in the comments. I've been wanting this one too. I'm pretty sure I don't have it in my stash. Catch the Wind. So 3 girls flying a kite. Catch the Wind. Sorry this isn't focusing, you guys. She's got a working copy in here. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. Flowers. For Obvious Reasons, Home of a Quilter. The Quilting. This one I'm actually probably going to stitch this one over here. Sorry, I'll probably stitch this one here. This is Amish Kids, Winter in Summer. I'll probably stitch Amish Kids, Winter. These were 2 that I really, really wanted, and now I have. Grandmother's House. Grandfather's Barn. Sorry it's not focusing, you guys. Amish Shadow Quilts. This was another one that I kind of really wanted. Peacemakers 1. It's got the Indians on it. And then, to go along with that, this one isn't in the packaging. She's probably stitched this. Peacemakers 2. So I have Peacemakers 1 and Peacemakers 2, you guys. Song of the People. This is one of the ones I've wanted, and I'm probably going to stitch and hang up. It is Welcome. I don't know if it's called Amish Welcome. It's just Welcome. I don't know if it's probably not going to focus. Focus. And then the garden. So, you guys, there you have it. My Told in a Garden collection now is more or less complete. Yeah. I'd like to get a lot of the Butternut Road and Lavender Lace patterns. I have quite a few of them. I'd like to get more. But, yeah. And then, of course, you know, I have the Quiet Evening. The Quiet Evening by Heart of the Country. Yeah. This was probably the best part of this entire estate sale thing. I think these patterns, these Told in the Garden patterns, were well worth the $80 just by themselves. The fact that I got P. Buckley Moss and Polyvon patterns, and the kits that I'm about ready to show you are, yeah, the whips that I'm about ready to show you, were just icing on the cake. But these Told in the Garden patterns were basically made me squeal like a little kid on Christmas Day. I was floored. And I got these for less than a penny a piece because this box was $5 that these came out of. I think that's about it for this box. Yeah. Alright. So, sorry that took a little long, you guys. I'm going to probably pause it, stop it here, because this video is going to be, this part of the video is going to be over an hour long already. And I will actually get to the whips from the estate sale on my next installment. I'm going to film it right after this. It is going on 11:30. I might actually have to stop. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to get this recorded for you. I hope you liked kind of going through some of the estate sale stuff with me. And just let me know. Leave your comments below if you liked it, if you didn't like it. If you have any questions, just let me know. This is the first real big craft haul I've gotten from an estate sale. So, anyway, you'll just have to bear with me. That's about all I have for tonight. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed celebrating with me my haul. I'm going to continue another little video snippet of the whips that I got. But don't mind me, I'm going to move my camera kind of up so you can see me. Hi! Hi there! Hi there. So, sorry that I'm moving the camera on you. It's going to be a little crooked, but anyway, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching. I hope you liked what you saw. Don't be jealous. I'm actually probably only keeping about a third of the patterns that I've picked up, but I think I did pretty good for $80 at this estate sale. So I'm going to be filming the next bit of video for you, probably putting this in two parts, the you know, pattern part and then the whip part. There's some pretty impressive whips, including one that I picked up for $2 that blew me out of the water, that she had started before she passed away. I don't know this lady. I didn't know this family. This was an estate sale that was advertised via email by one of the estate sale companies that I'm on their email list for, and they send out an email every week, usually about Tuesday or Wednesday, for the estate sales coming up that weekend, and they'll list the directions and they'll put pictures up of everything that is up in the estate sale. And this one, I just happened to notice the lady had a lot of yarn and a lot of fabric and a lot of stuff, so I knew she was some sort of crafter. So, bear with me. Sorry, real life. I'm probably not going to edit the sneeze out. But anyway, yeah, so, she was a crafter, and I knew it, and I had Friday morning off, so I just decided, since, you know, I was going to be in that area anyway, going to the CrossFit store for some supplies on Friday, that I would stop in to the estate sale and check it out, and I'm glad I did. those Toll in the Garden patterns, the P. Buckley Moss patterns, I think I knocked it out of the ballpark on this one. I couldn't be any happier for what I paid. And you'll kind of get a look at that when I go through the whips that this lady had that I happened to pick up. Didn't really know what I was getting when I picked up the bags, but wow. Okay. Anyway, so I will let you go for now. This is going to be part 1 of the video. Part 2 is going to be the whips. I hope you find something to like. Leave your comments below. Give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs down. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you've seen something that you might be interested in that I've indicated I was not necessarily keeping, like those Toll in the Garden patterns, that big stack of patterns, yeah, I'm keeping a hold of those for now. So those are kind of off limits. The Polyvons are kind of off. The P. Buckley Moss, except for the ones that I indicated I was doing a giveaway for, are all the patterns are pretty well off limits at this point in time. What I may do is I may end up just taking that box of patterns that I don't want up to the Camp Goddess Stitch and putting on the rack table and seeing what sticks and what doesn't stick, and the rest may end up as giveaways, or I may put them on stash unloading. I don't know. They're going to be fairly cheap, $1 or $2 a piece at most, because I didn't spend that much money on them. There's a set of California raisins and patterns and just some goofy stuff like all those Precious Moments books. I'm not a Precious Moments fan. I did keep a couple of the books for some of the patterns in them, but I'm not really a Precious Moments fan. And there's probably 15 or 20 Precious Moments pattern books in her collection. And so those may actually go up on Stash and Load, or maybe it's kind of hard to send those through the mail because they are booklets and they're pretty thick. But yeah, we'll see what happens over the next few months. But I'm going to stop it here for tonight and probably continue recording this video maybe this weekend, finish up the whips, so you can kind of get an idea. Actually, yeah, so I'll just do that later. We have the sachets. Like I said, if you were interested in something like the sachets, just let me know. Let me know what you want. Oh, in case you wonder, I have this kind of reddish, yellow, white crocheted Afghan on the chair behind me. That Afghan I didn't make. This Afghan I didn't make. And this Afghan is not for sale. I'm not giving it away. It's staying with me. This was an Afghan my grandma made, and it hung on the back of the couch that was in their basement. My grandmother died in 1986 when I was a sophomore in high school. My grandfather passed away in 2008, and they sold the house in Cheyenne, Wyoming through an estate sale in 2009. This just happened to be packed away in a box that they sent to me of stuff for the family. So this nice Afghan right here was one I believe my grandma had made, and I grew up taking naps under this Afghan. So I have a little piece of my grandmother with me, you guys. It's pretty nostalgic. Anyway, so thanks for letting me take a trip down memory lane, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Keep on keeping on, and get all the stitchies things. If you have a chance to go to an estate sale, do it. You might be surprised at what you find, just like I was this past weekend. I will have another video also coming up with some new stash. So I'm gonna have a couple of videos. I'm gonna have a couple of videos coming up this weekend. I may do a diamond painting update as well. It's been a while since I've done a diamond painting update. I also haven't worked on the Stiachalong pattern this week, even though the new installment came out last Saturday night. I'm going to have to play catch up this weekend. I haven't started the new part yet. So, yeah. So we have a lot of that. Anyway, take care, good night, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye now.